see so many here today. This afternoon, Cheshire West and Chester Link have joined up with Central and East Cheshire Primary Care Trust to provide an opportunity to introduce to you the Vale Royal GP Consortia and to inform you about the NHS reforms and how they will affect the residents of Vale Royal. The reforms see the commissioning responsibility for health being transferred from the Primary Care Trust to the new GP Consortia, and at the same time, the responsibility for public health will be transferred to the local authority and into the hands of our democratically elected representatives. You may be aware that while council services are provided by Cheshire West and Chester Council, Vale Royal is within a different health boundary, which is not coterminous with the local authority, hence our representatives from East Cheshire. Touching on the link's own role, this will change in 2012, and while many of our statutory duties will remain the same, our role will be extended, and the name will be changed to Health Watch, which I believe conveys and describes so much better what we are all about. Sadly, social care is not within that. It is hoped the new name will be allowed to stay unchanged so that we can at last be easily recognised for what we do in the community. 2 years ago, when Link was launched, we, for the first time, took on a monitoring role of social care, in addition to health. And this made sense, as both services have been working jointly for some time, in an effort to make the delivery of those services more efficient and effective. In fact, one can hardly see the joy these days. As the Director of Adult Social Care will explain later, the two services have an impact on each other. Link will still have the present statutory rights to enter and view state-funded buildings, ask the local authorities' overview and scrutiny committee to examine local health and social care issues, and to ask formally for information. Much of Link's work is about providing evidence for the partners we work with in an endeavour to improve the services. The changes will also see the setting up of a national body called Health Watch England, and Link will take on an advocacy role. The way this new advocacy role will work out and will be managed and delivered, however, is still in the melting pot. A most important part of our role is being fulfilled today, and that is to give residents the opportunity to have their say about health and social care in their community. Our programme this afternoon starts off with 2 presentations. These will be followed by a question time session when you will have the opportunity to ask questions about the reforms. The presentations and the question time session will be recorded and posted on the PCT and the Consortium websites as soon as they are ready, of course. This will enable the people who are unable to attend today to listen to the events as they unfold, and they can continue to comment and participate as the Consortium develops. I am delighted now to introduce to you Simon Whitehouse, who is the Chief Officer of the Consortium, and Jonathan Griffiths, who is the GP Lead or Chair of the Consortium. They will give the first presentation. A bit of a double act, I think. I understand that the Consortium has been awarded a Pathfinder status by the Department of Health in relation to patient and public engagement. I hope they will be able to clarify many of the queries you may have and spell out what huge changes are taking place, probably the biggest changes ever undertaken in the NHS. arise from the presentation, because you will be able to put them to the panel later. Over to you, Simon and John.
Hi, I'm Jonathan Griffiths. There's actually a slight change to the order, which I don't think you were aware of. We know what we need to do, so let's go over to Mark Helpful first.
Can I just introduce
you
Mark?
can, in a second, we're going to go
That's fine, that's fine. Thank you. I'm really delighted to welcome Mark Helpful, Director of Adult Social Care at Cheshire West and Cheshire Council. I understand that he tells me that Mark is a local lad made good. And I know he's made a really excellent impression since he took up the post